Postseason baseball on the show is in full swing. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports. But even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch.
And now, your 2022 Atlanta Braves.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. For them tonight, Hero.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Braves on D. And let's take a look at former #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University. That's Dansby Swanson. Look, this guy fits them in some form or fashion today.
Standing in, Ken Moses. First pitch on its way. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Wind up and the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Robinette comes on now and he has it 1 down.
In the second spot tonight, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
He'll try it again, 3-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Hard on the ground towards short. Swanson picks it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Dero?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Steven Matz will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series.
Steven Matz is quality.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift.
Digging in, Ronald Anaya. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Ronald.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball in for a strike. Hit in the air out to center field. Phillips is camped under this one. And he's got it for out number 1. Digging in now, Dansby Swanson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Moses onto the grass, and that's the second out of the inning. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. Gets him on the mound. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning. Stepping into the box, number 56. He'll take his first hacks here. The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting fifth, third baseman number 8.
Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive. He's got it. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Popped him up. Escobar moving to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Travis Shaw, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Travis Shaw.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Pulled toward right center field. Heading after it is Phillips. 1 down. Settling in now, Bradford Robinette. Matz stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft. Belted high in the air out to left. Left fielder looking up, To the track, to the wall, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series as the Braves get on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
You're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at, so if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Hit back up the middle. Garcia has it. And there's out number 2.
Batting 7th, second baseman, Ozzie.
Into the box, Ozzie Albies will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Phillips is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
Leading off for Milwaukee, left fielder, number 56.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
The 2-0. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Oh, he just threw that fastball by him.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Line hard toward right center. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks some offense.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. No runs, just one hit, one error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
The 2-0 pitch, too high, and it's 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
A runner at first with no outs here. Swing, strike 2.
3 balls.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Standing in, Brett Phillips, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Left side, but well foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
The 3-1 squared that one up just a little late. First and second here with nobody out. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Striding in once again, Derek Dietrich. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Swing and a little tapper. Trying to send him packing for the second time. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 2-2. Fouled away. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get fouled. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Stepping in, Christian Bethencourt, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Now the 0-1, and he lays off for ball 1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
The 1-1 misses, ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Moustakas on second. Dietrich at first, 1 gone. Two and 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an inning-ending double play.
Here now the 2-2. Here's a pop-up now. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Now back.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Steven Matz. And he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. 1-2 to the Brewers pitcher.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Fouled off. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We'll have more of game 3 after this message. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead it off against Steven Matz. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Sent on the ground out to second. Moses comes up with it. And that's out number one.
The catcher, number 33.
The next to bat for Atlanta, David Escobar. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
The pitcher, number 49.
So here now's the pitcher, Julio Teheran. He successfully laid. Chopped weakly to the left. Garcia gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, Ken Moses will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. Now at the plate, Orlando Arcia. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. The 3-0 pitch. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice hard single on a 3-0 count.
Into the box now, Domingo Santana. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Number 56.
Standing in now, number 56. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Bonifacio ranging back, still going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series. And with it, they've leapt in front now 3-1.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Sam Freeman, a 5'11" left-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now.
Sam Freeman.
Ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Brett Phillips will bat next. Grounded back up the middle. Albies picks it up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But 3 in the inning for the Brewers on the strength of this 3-run home run. Through 5 1/2, it's now 3-1 Milwaukee. Hader takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
71, John Hader.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Dansby Swanson.
First delivery to him on the way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Under it is the left fielder. Makes the play, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss at a ball well off the plate.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at
line to the right side. Freeman's aboard. It's a base hit.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want a bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 1-0. Bounce to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Bradford Robinette.
Now at the plate, Bradford Robinette. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. He brings it in, and the Brewers are going to help this series hold form. All 3 games won by the visitors so far, as this one is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Brewers trail 2-1 in this postseason series. Steven Matz is the winning pitcher of record. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.